and born in Kenya.
Deciding moment that I'm going to be killed. Every day.
You will survive.
Oh, well, that day when my sister and I, we were selected to go to, we were selected to go to work. We went to work to Horneburg, that's 50 kilometers from Hamburg. We went to a small camp. We were working along German civilians in electronics. And when I left Auschwitz, I always said, when I was in Auschwitz, I always said, if I would ever leave Auschwitz, I know I could survive. And when that happened, I really had a little hope. But then, after that job didn't last too long, because the Allies were coming, the Russians were coming, and they were putting us on trains, schlepping us from one camp to another, and the conditions were terrible. Then finally also, then they took us to another camp, Fort Venezuela. We were working underground. I never knew when it's day or night. It was fairly good there too. They gave us at least a meal a day, and we were sheltered from the cold, from the rain. But then again, from there also, we had to go. We wound up in Denver with other people together already from other camps, and the conditions were terrible. And from then on, it was from terrible, worse to worse and worse. We wound up on the end, before the triumph, before the liberation, we wound up in Buchenwald someplace, not in the camp, but in the woods, where when we arrived there, so piles of men shot. And they were shooting us, they were taking wagon by wagon. But one day, they would run out of ammunition. So prior to that, before that camp, we were in another camp, where I stole beets. We were so hungry. And the girls I was with, one was dying because she was just couldn't take it. So I decided to go, there was a kitchen, I decided to go to bring some food. So as I enter the kitchen, I see there on the floor, I see beets. You know what sugar beets, what you feed for the horses? Didn't matter, as long as it was a beet. I grabbed one, grabbed another one, another one. But I didn't realize that the SS was up there and watching. He shot after me, but he didn't want to shoot me because that would be too good for me. He caught me. He beat me up so that everybody had not. So the girls who knew me, my sister and my son, the girls came to pull me. And I somehow, by miracle, I was alive. But when I came to and I looked for the beats, they were gone. That bothered me more than the beating. Anyway, and afterwards, we were dragged to another camp, like I mentioned, Buchenwald. It was piles and piles of men dead and shot. We would have been shot also. The only thing they had no ammunition anymore. Food they didn't give us. And all of a sudden, I hear that we are being taken to Sweden. Talking about from being, so the Swedish Red Cross made a deal with the Germans. They exchanged the Flüchtlingen, they exchanged us for food. Sure enough, we were taken to Denmark, and from Denmark by boat we went to Sweden. That was a miracle. And I was very lucky, we were very lucky, because by then, we were all of us look. If you've seen the skeletons, that's how we all look. They put us in hospitals, and they started to feed us like you would feed babies. Like you feed, because many of us who survived under the Russians, they gave them food. They gave them, so they died afterwards from the food. They weren't allowed to eat. But we had wonderful nurses and doctors. We were very well taken care of. And I went to school there in Sweden. And then I came to America.